Alright, give me just a second, ladies and gentlemen. I will be starting this in just a second, making sure everything is all nice, good. And some disclaimers as well. This is a developer's run, so I am going to be going for the entire game. I will probably have to fix things as I go, so keep that in mind. B, since I am going to be going for the entire game, if you don't want to be spoiled, then you may not want to watch. But if you don't mind spoilers, feel free to watch. C, this is not 100% complete. You can finish this game. It is 100% beatable, but it is missing sprites, it's missing battle animations. Those are the main things. Now, with that said, how about we jump on in to this game? Now, I won't talk about this as I'm going, as we move along with the game, but let's go ahead and jump on in, shall we? Jump on in. Do let me know if the audio's too loud. Is the audio too loud? It sounds loud to me. You know what, I might turn it down a little bit. Like, just a little bit. So, this is Hololive Chronicles. This is a Hololive fan game, as you can imagine. I spent a year working on this. I was trying to get this done for Fauna. But due to circumstances, I cannot get this 100% done before, Fauna left. I did get the beta out in December. I believe it was December originally I got the beta done. I haven't really touched the game much since then. Mostly because I haven't been able to get Sprites. Is that better? I don't know why it makes the audio so bloody loud. Do I need to turn it down more? How about now? I mean, it's already at like 25% on OBS. Let me go check my OBS say. Yeah, it's at 20%. It is literally at 20%. You know what I can do? Let me see if this works. How about that? Is that better? I don't know if turning it down in a volume mixer helps, but... yeah, I don't know why it's so freaking loud. So I turned it down in a volume mixer. For some reason, this game is just... RPG Maker is just hilariously loud, and I don't know why. But yes, this was a game made for Fauna, so this game is supposed to center around Fauna. RPG Maker has that weird volume scaling with 100% volume sounds like half volume and 2% volume sounds like... that is weird. So you are going to see spoilers in my continue. We're not going to do continue. We are going to do new game. Just be aware that when I save you're gonna see spoilers. So, why don't we jump on into this and see what the game's about? Before I do that, if you're wondering, how did I come up with the idea for this game? Much like Ho-Ho Fantasy before this all just came from one dream. One single dream. The entire concept of the game came from one dream. I just, ironed it out while I was working third shift. While I was working my third shift job, when I had that, I just thought of the plot line and how to iron it out and all of that. Now, is the game good? I'll leave that up to you guys to decide. Mostly because it's unfair of me to try to judge that, you know. Anyways, let's jump in. I do kind of wonder if I should redo this intro, but it's synced up perfectly with the music. It feels a little corny, you know. And you know what? You know what? Lock. I know. Maps could use some work. I know. Don't worry, I'm aware of some of the maps. By the way, for those who don't know, the Hex and the Hexbox graphics were fixed up by Hexioum. Also, I didn't realize the next icon at the bottom here, the Hexbox, is also done by Hexioum. Oh. That's interesting. Yes, the furniture sure is embedded in the wall. I'm aware. Yay! Default cat sound. So, here's the thing about furniture. And you'll see this here and there. This is the most grievous example of this. I got better about this, but sometimes, when it comes to furniture, sometimes my brain's like, do I put it up in the wall, or do I put it in front of the wall by one tile? Don't ask why my brain can't figure that out. Also, can I just say, I love how easy it is to do the emoticons in RPG Maker MV. Trying to do it in like 2003 was a pain in the butt. You have to use like a character sheet for it, I believe, and you have to do it in such a specific way to make it work properly. And it was a pain in the butt. Also, I do like this font. This font is a lot more, fitting. Like I said, this is the most egregious, map in terms of, you know, furniture and stuff. Also, for those who don't know, Locke did help a little bit with some of the early game dialogue. So some of the early game dialogue is a lot better than what I had originally. Also, I didn't really know how to do a good cottage. Honestly, I don't know what a cottage really looks like, in all honesty. So I went with what I could, with what, you know, tiles I had. So apologies if it doesn't feel like a cottage. So, one of the things about this game, and this is a thing I learned from the previous game. My furniture can look a bit wrong when placed properly on the ground in front of the walls because the default tile set has a lot of furniture space strangely. That is true. Ah, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. So, Locke here knows exactly how Ho-Ho Fantasy was. He knows exactly some of the problems it had. One of the problems Ho-Ho Fantasy had is that there were items hidden on the maps. If you wanted to see said items, you needed a character in your party who had the passive to make items glow. In this game, items just glow. So you see this sparkling spot? You just check it. And it gives you items. You don't need any passive, you don't need anything. There's just a sparkling spot if there's something to, find. Now, I do not do this for, like, interactable objects. And honestly, I would like to, like, do some more, like, interactable, dialogue. Like, she might have something to say about this. Or she might have something to say about this. Or maybe she's looking at something in her cover, you know? Or, if you check the piano, yes, this was something I had my music man do. Was a little tune for the piano. Was it Nick Hori that had that? Honestly, I don't know if Fauna ever played the piano. I know she played the kalimba. I don't know. I've never really seen a kalimba myself. I just figure, you know what? I don't think Fauna's ever touched the piano. So let's have her try to use a piano. And, you know, since she's never used a piano, you know, she's not going to be very good at the piano. But yeah, this is what I meant by having, like, more things to interact with. Just to, you know, give more, whatchamacallit, flavor to the world. Like, if you couldn't tell, I didn't have any, bars or anything. Like, yes, who's he? Who does she have locked up down here? Why does she have someone locked up here? So, I did say earlier that there are hidden items that sparkle. There's a couple that are very hidden for very good reasons. Also, this is the menu. As you can tell, the main menu got updated. It's a lot better. You know, I probably should do that. You should, DM that to me, you know? That would be a good thing for me to add later. Also, as you can see, I don't have icons for everything yet. And of course, you know, since I am a RPG guy, a lot of the things, I try to not make it like Ho-Ho Fantasy was, with, being directly, like, based on Final Fantasy, you know? I mean, you're gonna have similarities, but, like, this is your potion, this is your ether, this is your antidote. Also, you may notice, it says FC. What does FC mean? if you notice, FC is your HP. What does FC mean? HP means hit points. FC is a clever little pun I give for HP. For those who don't know, VTubers are, you know, they have followers, they have viewers on, let's say, YouTube and all of that. FC stands for follower count. So their HP is their follower count. So when their FC hits 0, they're KO'd. Because there's no more followers, you know? Makes sense? It was one of the early, clever puns I came up with for, making it a little bit more unique. So, this is some of her abilities. This is just a free revive. As you can see, I changed KO and cancelled. Because when you hit 0 FC, I mean, cancelled might be a bit much, honestly. But, you know, it works. It can feel better beam. 50% max FC recovery to one ally or all allies. Now, I couldn't find a good way of balancing this. I didn't want to make it just a regular heal. I wanted to give her something a little bit different. But if I make it like any other percent, it feels not as good or too good. And I needed an AoE heal. And this felt like a good way of doing that. I did have a thing where if you used an AoE version of this spell, it like split the healing depending on how many people it healed. So like, if there was one person, it was 100%, 2 people, 50%, 3 people, 33%, etc., etc. But I thought that didn't fit very well. Because the Tyranid Headbutt is a non-elemental physical with a chance of inflicting stun. Stun only lasts for like 1 or 2 turns. It does not last very long. Also, Fauna is not a physical fighter. So this is going to do like next to no damage. It does have its uses though. Again, Forest Fire. You can make a single target or AoE. Now you may be wondering, why would I not use AoE all the time? There's reasons for that, believe you me. If I really want it to be mean, I can make enemies absorb elemental attacks. I did not though. Enemies do not absorb elements in this game. At most, they may nullify an element, I believe, but they will never absorb it. And even then, I don't think enemies really nullify it naturally. And her equipment. So, her weapons are apples, which, as you can see, there's the, I love the font, it's so nice. So, collabs, we will not be seeing that for a while, and here's a thing that I changed. I turned the armor into an accessory slot. Because I figured, you know what? I don't feel like having helmets. Because helmets are like, you know, we don't need helmets. We don't need armor. So I turned the... And we don't need shields. So I turned shields to collapse. And I turned the helmets off. And I turned armor into a second accessory slot. No. I thought about it, honestly. I was very tempted on making that pun. For Bad Apple, I was so tempted. I'm like, you know, I don't even know if she knows Ho-Ho. I think she does know Ho-Ho. But, nobody used... I really should have gone with an iPhone. I don't know what I would have called it, though. It would have been an accessory. So, I thought... Let's make 2 accessory slots. That way, it's a lot more, versatile. And and make it even better, you cannot equip 2 of the same accessories. You can only equip 1 of any accessory at a time on the same person. I also thought of making like more accessory slots, but I didn't want to make it too broken. And the status. So at the bottom is the bottom gives a little bit of information. So for fauna, I showed elemental resist. So see, resists earth by 50% and it's weak of fire by 50%. So any special information like that will be on the screen. I figured this would be a good place to put it. Down there normally would be like a little like character bio. I figure, you know what? I'm gonna make this fit for special hats. And you'll see that later on. And your options, if you know you wanna do anything with the options. I don't know what battle camera does. Alright. So I talked about the hidden items. You saw the sparkling spot. There's a couple yeah, you generally don't. I did it this way for a reason. Also, you say that, but then, you know, Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger is, you know, a bit of an exception. So, if you go here, there's a hidden item. There's a reason why this item's not sparkling. It's also a fauna plushie. Also, notice how these are not up against the wall. The reason why these are here is because I didn't know what else to put here. So yeah. So what is a fauna plushie? This is why it's so hidden. This is exactly why it's so hidden. 25% earth resist, 25% fire weakness, and immune to poison, berserk, charm, stun, and de-earth. If you're wondering what de-earth is, it makes you weak to earth apps. So this is very good to get early on. And here's the thing. Plus 10 doesn't seem like it's very much, but it's a lot in this game. Plus 5 is a lot in this game for stats. Because of the way my formula works, plus 5 gives a lot. I had so much trouble working on the damage formula for this game, and I'm still not certain it's a very good damage formula. It is so hard to get a good damage formula going. So I am going to equip this. So if your MP is not already, like you see the MP and max, your current and max MP actually change accordingly, which is nice. So you're not like, oh, I'm gonna unequip this, or you're gonna equip this to be stuck with 78 current MP. You know? But I had to focus it. See what I mean about wanting to do like flavor hats? So, if you don't know what an idle mean is, you hear this a lot from the Hololive ladies. It basically just means, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. That's basically all it means. I was gonna do more with this computer. This computer was gonna be where you, got your tutorials and stuff. There's no tutorials for, buttons and stuff. I kinda don't know how to implement it in the game. Also, Snail doesn't, you know, doesn't actually do anything right now, sadly. If you check the bag, it's a free heal. It is a kinda long rest. Maybe a little too long, but you know. And that's really all that's here in Fauna's Cottage. It doesn't give you the name of the place. Unless you go into, like, the main area, like you saw there at the upper left. Honest Forest. Okay, I did turn that off. So, I tried my best with maps. The forest map is probably not gonna look very good. It's one of the maps that I was like, I don't know how I really want to deal with this. I wonder where Fauna is. Also, there's a goat. I'm pretty sure goats don't live in forests, but you know what? Whatever. And you can't walk across, oh, there's an owl over there. You can't really walk across, some plants. I made it so you can't really do that. Why? I don't know. And Sparkling Spot. You get Himori candy. If you don't know what that reference is, that's just... Himori is, it's supposed to be Himamori. I don't know why I called it Himori. But that's Luna. I don't remember which generation Luna is from, but it's a reference to Luna. So, it's basically an elixir. Yes, you get an elixir this early on. Also, this cottage, I tried my best, okay? I tried my best. It's really, really hard for me to get these houses right, okay? Don't make fun of my houses, okay? Which way do I want to go? I'm gonna go left. I could go right, but I'm gonna go left. You could go both directions, they both lead the same way. But I'm gonna go left. So, the forest area is a tutorial dungeon, basically. In the starting area, I was thinking of adding a sapling that would act as the tutorial. You know, get into a fight with the sapling, it would tell you what you need to know and all that. If you really wanted to learn the controls of the game and how it works. I might still do that, but I don't have, like, a sapling Overworld sprite to work with. So yeah, as you can see, I don't have all the sprites done. This is very, very clearly not a knight. This is also very clearly... I mean, it is a knight, but this is very clearly not a bear. Yes, bear. It's very clearly a bear. So, I'll think about battles. If you hit left, you'll get this menu. You can try to escape. Your escape is over here. It's a knight named Bear. Yes. This works for the entire party. And each time you fail to escape, it increases the chance of escaping by 10%, I believe, each time. So it's not very hard to run from fights overall. Also, status. You can check on characters. You can't really see their full HP and MP here. But you can look at status effects in here and their current stats. So if she were to have any status effect, you would be able to read about it here. So that's going to be handy for later, because you can only see 4 status icons at a time on screen. If you hit... You can go down here, switch. You will see this later. So, this is something that I wish I could have done with Ho-Ho Fantasy. Honestly, it would make Ho-Ho Fantasy probably a lot more interesting if I was able to do this. Guard does what it says, it halves all damage. You use the current block to reduce damage by half. In addition, unlike Ho-Ho Fantasy, when you use Guard, you restore 10% HP and 10% MP, I believe. Or is it 1% MP? I forget. You restore HP MP every time you use guard. So it actually has a use. So, here's the thing about Fauna. You see her stats. She has crap hack, right? The thing about Fauna, her regular hack does not use the hack stat. Her regular hack is magic based. So it does good damage. Normally if I were to use, like, say, Cure and Headbutt, that's how much it would do. Ow. So that's how much her regular hack probably would do if it was physical. And this is the result screen. So EXP is also renamed. EXP has been renamed to Views. I thought it was clever. You know, FC's follower count. EXP is Views. It fits, right? And then 35 of that. You think that's gold. It has not told you what that actually is. Why is there a scarecrow here? Why do I have a scarecrow here? I don't remember putting a scarecrow here. It should be renamed yourself in a 0 MP magic damage ability is fine. See, the thing is, whoops. I thought I had it named in here. It should have been named here because some other characters are like that too. And it tells you that their regular hack deals max-based damage, so I don't know why it's not listed here for the apple. Maybe I forgot. This cat is looking at this owl. So, yeah, some stuff, again, this is the thing with interactable objects. I didn't give this one dialogue. I didn't know what dialogue to give. The mysterious metal is a key item. You will see a lot of these. I mean, technically you are still hacking. Technically you still are hacking. But I mean, technically you're hacking whenever you're, hitting the enemy, so. So this is what money is called. It's called Holo Coins. I do believe this is what it's called in Holo Cure and probably some other games. So I just went with the flow. It's like, okay, Holo Coins. I'll just go with Holo Coins. It fits. We'll go with Holo Coins. Why am I constantly fighting a bear? So, here's another addition of the game. Or another thing about this game. When you defeat an enemy, if you run into that enemy again, wow, look at that. It gives you their HP now. Since I defeated this bear, quote-unquote bear, once, now I get to see its HP. Now, if it were like, say, 2 of the same enemy that you didn't fight yet, and you kill one of them, any other enemy in that fight, the same type of enemy will have their HP revealed immediately. Also, if you're wondering how the battle system works, it is a CTV battle system. Think of like Final Fantasy X. In the upper right is your turns, so it doesn't it's not based on time passing normally, like say most Final Fantasy games, or Chrono Trigger, or most RPGs in general. I guess you can think of it in more recent terms instead of Final Fantasy X, like Expedition 33. Expedition 33 is a CTV styled game too. Get out of here, bear. The bear's very slow. I got the rare item, Kobo's Rainwater. If you don't know, Kobo is a Holo-Indonesian VTuber. And she is a rain shaman. So, you know, I gave an item that referenced Kobo. And I figured, you know what? Let's make it Kobo's Rainwater. Also, it restores 500 FC. Give me just a second, if you will. Give me a second. Alright. So that's a nice item to get already. That's a rare drop, too. These foxes are, they're having an intimate moment. Do not disturb the foxes. And hey, look! One of the few sprites that I have done for the game. Which was done by did Hexioum do this? I don't remember if it was Hexioum or not. But hey, we have one sprite done. There is one other sprite that's been made for the game. So we have a sapling sprite, except this is a seedling. So, I am gonna burn you, because you're weak to fire. Oh. Ow. So, as you can see, tutorial area. You don't really need to use your skills too much here. No! Please move. Thank you. I'm probably gonna make that boar go away, because that boar is gonna be a problem. There's rabbits and skunk. Yeah, like, don't worry. The enemies will start hitting harder later on. Again, this is a tutorial area. Why, thank you. So if you're wondering, this looks weird, right? It's a little, alcove. So, this is hinting at, hey, come back with someone else. Why, thank you. I'm very proud of this model. I really love this model. Is this actually named? No. So, in the database, this is named the Carbuncle Lake. Because these are supposed to be carbuncles. Now, you make me wondering, why are there carbuncles here? Why are you asking that? When it's, you know, you have a Kieran here. Don't question carbuncles. Huh. Huh. I see something that's wrong there. Do you see what's wrong there? The heliport is, a little bit far away. Oh no! Hornets! Attracted hornets. So, as you can see, since I killed the hornet, the other one gets its HP revealed, and because of the way the hex is, it's gonna cover that up. Alright! Oh, I didn't save, did I? So, this part was changed early on, but I forgot to, I was gonna do something else with this part too. Because you hear a ah. You hear someone go ah. But there's nobody here. Also, you'll understand what this is supposed to be. I don't have a sprite for this. Like, what is that? Oh no, the bird is crawling at me. Ow! So it's supposed to be a mutated growth. That serves a mutated roach, right? I'm gonna heal. Ow. Can I... How much... You know what? I'm gonna try to stun you. I stunned you. Excellent. So that's how good stun is. Stun is just okay. Ow. Yeah. You'll see layer bosses reusing some sprites. So if you didn't have the Fauna Plushie, you would probably be poisoned in this fight. And poison isn't too scary, but it does hurt. I think it does like 10% max FC. I forgot that this guy has slightly higher evasion. Why is Fauna fighting a hand puppet? Because I don't have a sprite for a mutated roach. I don't have a mutated roach sprite. And it had the rainwater and lukewarm. So here's a fun thing. In RPG Maker 2003, you can only have one item drop. In RPG Maker MB, you can have up to 3 item drops if you really wanted to. Yes, that was not a normal bug. You are correct, Fauna. You are correct. So, you see that chest over there? Let me back that in a little bit. So, yes, I don't make you walk all the way back. Which, yay, you know. Also, I don't have, knockdown sprites. It's a nice chest of Fauna. Yes. So, she's supposed to be lying on the ground. I don't have lying on the ground sprites. So, you know, if anyone wants to do that, it's probably not hard to do. It's just like, take the sprite, rotate them, you know, and close the eyes. If anyone wants to do that, that'd be nice. It would help a lot. Because, you know, she's supposed to be, you know, lying on the ground, but she's just kind of just standing there. There's some stuff not done. I probably could. I probably could, but, you know. Suspension of disbelief. She's lying face down on the ground that way, you know. She's just lying face down on the ground. Also, this is another placeholder sprite. I need to get a sprite where, why is the hex that way? Huh. Where it's just a cloaked black figure, a black cloak figure, where you can't see their faces. That's what that's supposed to be. I don't have that sprite yet. What are you talking about? Who is this random person? Who could that person have been? Also, if you want to save, a save point is that giant green crystal over there. So, you need to go to that to save. Also, I just like how Mume has her eyes open. Like, yes. I mean, that is a cloaked figure, but, you know, it's not like over the hood's not over the eyes. Also, let me know if my head is blocking the hex, because I don't know if it is. It's a Mume! And yes, I guess Fauna just, like, doesn't sleep all the way up on the bed or something. Oh, hi! It's a Mume! Let me check over here. Is my head in the way? No, my head's out of the way. Good. Good, my head is not in the way. So it's funny. Fauna was gonna go see Mume, but Mume went to go see Fauna. There's a reason why it goes 2 different paths. I did that so you wouldn't, you know, run into Mume along the way. So whichever path you went, Mume probably went the other way, so you wouldn't have ran into each other. Also, the scene with the mutated rogues. Hello, or I know, right? I know. The scene with the mutated rogues. Mume was supposed to be there originally. But I moved it over to, here. Just so, you know, it wasn't like Fauna was dragging Mume all the way through the forest to her cottage, you know? I don't think Fauna would be able to do that. Also, let me just say, yeah. This game is kinda melancholic for me. It really is. I tried my best with the game. I did. Yes, weird bugs. Imagine if you went into your forest. Your own forest is still less edgy than TF. I mean, you're not gonna run into edgy songs in here very much, I find. I forgot what I was gonna say now. There is a plot in the game. There is a plot in the game. Hello, Melty. I tried my best with what little knowledge I had. You're just a little bit late. Just a little bit late. I just finished the tutorial dungeon. Mume was one of the first ones I actually saw. I watched one stream of Mume, I believe. She was originally the first one. But during that time, Mume was not around very much. So I was like, you know what? I want to check out some other people, see what they're like. So I looked around and see who caught my eye the most with their model. And Fauna was the one that caught my eye the most out of all of the Hololive members at the time. And that's how I got into watching Fauna. Was because I decided, hey, let's see, this model's really great. Let's see how the person is. And it was a Minecraft stream. And I don't care much for Minecraft, but I sat there listening, and it's like, I enjoyed listening to her yapping about whatever she was yapping about, you know? And she has such a soothing voice, I was like, you know, I'm gonna check her out more. I want to see more about what she's like. Now, I did also check out some of the others. I checked out, Callie, Iris. Actually, I think Iris was a little bit later, but, Callie I checked out. I didn't really check out Ina or Amelia very much. Or Gura, really. Kinda wish I would have checked out some more back then, but, you know, it is what it is. Berries only give me energy, because, you know, Mume likes her berries a lot. Apparently. Also, apologies if I'm moving slow with the dialogue. I do love these portraits and the Overworld sprite. Henknose 1998 did all of that. There's a couple that were done by J-Star and, I think it's mostly J-Star right now. But yeah. But every other sprite like this, like these two, if they're a portrait, was from Henknose 1998. You know, it's funny. It's like, who are we going to check on first? And then it's like, huh? So, this might feel a little bit rushed. But I was like, you know what? Let's do it now. I was like, where else am I gonna have Ina come in? I'm like, you know what? Let's have Ina come in now. Also, this is the only time you're gonna hear this track. I didn't know where else to use this track at in the game. Also, from what I've seen of Ina's goofy. From what I've seen of her, she's a very goofy priestess. I kind of wish I could watch Ina more, but it feels like Ina kinda... Does Ina, like, sporadically stream? I don't know if it's sporadic or not. I don't think she has a schedule, right? I've only watched one of Ina's stream, and that was a couple of streams of, Sonic Cross Generations. She's honestly kind of very quiet, I find. I feel like she's like Fauna is the type to be very quiet in, like, big groups. Ina, I feel like, is just very quiet in general. But, you know, I don't know Ina very well, so that's just what I've seen of her. Also, for those who don't know, Ina loves her puns. You're gonna see puns, believe you me. I had help with that, because I had someone help me who knew Ina better than I did, help with her dialogue a little bit. She lost her magic home, guys. Ignore the magic home in her portrait. She lost it. Okay? She lost her magic home. Don't question the book in her hand. Also, how did she lose it? Who knows? So this is just an excuse for Ina to not be playable. Yay! So Mume's now at the party. I love that little party member joins jingle. It's such a nice little hug. So Mume, as you can see, same level as Fauna, less HP, less MP. Well, FC rather. So what makes Mume different from Fauna? Well, as you can see, she has better attack. She's your physical DPS. Better, well, what I'm gonna do first is, I'm gonna do that. Okay. So, she has better attack, slightly worse defense. No magic, really. Slightly worse magic defense, but she's a lot faster. She has 50% wind resist, 50% earth weakness. So here's the thing about Mume. Mume... Let me give Fauna her paint back. Mume, as I said, is a physical fighter. Non-elemental physical damage. Increased level grants more hits with 10% reduced damage per hit. So, every 5 levels, I believe, she will gain 1 additional hit as a move. And every 5 levels. So at level 1, which is right now, I believe, it only does 1 hit, I think. The other thing about Mume, and what makes her stand out, like I said, she's a physical fighter. She uses elemental physical attacks, which reduces the opposite element by 50%. So this does fire damage, but it reduces water resistance. So if you get her water attack, it'll reduce fire resistance. So it lets her combo off of other characters by making them do more damage with their attacks. And most importantly, I said she's a physical DPS. She's also a tank, a different type of a tank. So this makes all single-target attacks go to Mume. It increases her evasion and magic evasion by 30%, and gives her a 30% chance to evade a counter. So if she evades, you have a 30% chance of countering. Keep in mind, Mume's a little bit squishy. There are ways to rectify this, but Mume's meant to be drawing the hacks. She's not meant to take hits, but she's meant to dodge attacks outright. So there are combos with that. You will see this later on, because it makes Mume absolutely bonkers later on. It does not work with AoE. It lets her evade AoE, but it will not draw AoE to her. Ignore those save files. You see no save files there. There are no extra save files. Did I equip Mume? Alright, so now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to wrap around the world this way. Because I want to go and get that treasure chest while I can. Also, we're going to show you what Mume's all about. So again, Mume, very physical based. I'm not going to do that. The problem with Mume at the start, for some reason, it feels like her accuracy kind of sucks. I don't know why. Her accuracy kind of just... And as you can see, physical... Like, she's a physical fighter. These guys are more resistant to physicals than magic. But Mume's quick. She's supposed to be quick anyways. Why am I finding so many bears? Ooh, that was a crit. Herbal pea. No, seriously, why am I finding so many... A forest fairy. Why am I finding so many freaking bears? Give me just a second, if you will. 1 second. One second. What's going on here? Okay, they're doing swears for some reason. I don't know why they're swearing over there, but make me swearing. So I'm gonna see if I could do the I don't need to go here. If I could get the nuts dungeon done before Nimi streams. Ow. So, here's another thing. Each area, I try to limit enemies to, like, 5 or 7 unique enemies per area. So, this is where we fought the boss. Here's another thing. The boss area will always contain a chest. And it will always be a mysterious metal. You're gonna want these mysterious metals. You're gonna want them. So make sure to try to get as many as you can. There is a surplus amount. So if you go here, it won't let you go this way. This was going to be a side quest area. The problem is, I didn't have the sprites for what I wanted to do. I was going to make this area go like a world tree. The problem is, I don't have a good guns and tile set for a tree. Especially a giant tree. So, no world tree optional guns, and unfortunately. Mume, you're not fast enough. Mume, you're supposed to be fast, Mume. Also, if you're wondering what the battle theme is, that is Connect the World. There's a bear. Pekora carrot. So, we have a Pekora carrot. It grants haste of one ally. What that means is, their CEB bar will feel 50% faster, I believe. I don't think there's anything here. There's a squirrel. And another scarecrow. I don't know why there's a scarecrow here. That's a lot of seedlings. So you know what? I think it's time to do this. So if you hit all the way to the left, or at the right, wherever the all is, you can target all of them. Or you can click it with your mouse, I believe, if you want to use your mouse. But hitting all the way to the left will make you do this. There we go. That's like the most EXP you can get early on. Where am I? I know where I am. So this is where you need to go. And this is where things are going to get a little bit scary. Because this is no longer tutorial guns. And look at the forest caverns. I thought that was good. Did you see it? Also, I don't think this is a song based on any Hololive member. I think this is a unique song. And you see someone up there. Who could that be? Another mysterious metal. It's an Ollie. So I was like, you know, I kind of want to have some people that's not exclusively HoloEN. So I'm like, you know what? Who could I use as like a shop? Because I didn't have a way of having a shop, and I wanted a shop early on. And I'm like, you know what? Ollie might be a good pick for this. Let's go with Ollie. Also, I love that Ollie portrait. It's a very nice portrait. Also, just picking up a random hobby. Does that sound like something that Ollie would do? I don't know Ollie at all, really. So, I don't know if that's something that she would do. Just a little bit of boredom. Says the song be leggy. Says the song be leggy. Also, I'm not sure if this is how Ollie would speak. I tried my best, again. So if you guys know the characters more than me, feel free to give me feedback. So you can heal. However, it does cost you 1,000 if full heal. Is she like that? So what does she have at the shop? Her shop is always the same. Her shop is always the same. So we have the herbal tea, because, you know, Fauna likes her tea. Kobo's rainwater, because, you know, Kobo is a rain shaman. Coyote's concoction. This is your mega potion. Why Coyote's concoction? I mean, you know, because Coyote is a you know, scientist, you know. Do you really want to trust it though? And the Chihuahua's treats. I couldn't think of what to do for the X potion equivalent, so I'm like, you know what? Chihuahua's treats, sir. I got lukewarm water because, you know, I don't know, I couldn't think of what to do with an ether. And then the Hope Soda, which is an iris thing, because, you know, Hope Soda. Death's Wine, because, I mean, you know, I have to think of something that would work with, you know, Revive. Galactic Bread is the AoE, Death's Wine. I wonder what that's a reference to. Who would use bread? And then you have your Antidote, which I mean, Antidote. Eye Drops, which, you know, cures blind. Amplifier, which cures silence. Because let's be real, someone really big? Yes. So the Amplifier. I was like, how do I come up with an item that cures silence? Amplifier. Because, you know, it makes you louder. Sedative cures Berserk. I couldn't think of anything to work with for the name or sedative, so I went with, you know, this. Bonk! It cures Confusion and Charm. I love how it's just I am called Bonk! You just smack him on the head to cure him. Alarm Clock cures sleep. I mean, you know, simple enough. Rock Chisel cures Petrify. I couldn't think of anything else for that. Medical Kit cures Disable. Couldn't think of anything else for that. Energy Drink cures Slow and Stop. Because, you know, energy drinks give you a whole bunch of energy. I would not recommend it to everyone. I had one once. It like to kill me. Quite literally. Moku Moku Onigiri. Now, who would have a Moku Moku Onigiri? What is this a reference to? Might be a reference to a cat of some sort. If you don't know, this is a reference to Okayu. Okayu? Is it Okayu or Okayu? I'm not sure how to pronounce her name. I think it's Okayu. Power Salad gives you a hack up with defense down, which, you know, is whatever. Again, Mana Salad. You get 2 salads. It's Okayu? Okay. Energy Ration restores 50% FC, reduces MP by 50%. Again, Mana Reserve. Keep in mind, this can kill you. So don't use this if you're below 50%. Again, Shining Lapis, because I couldn't think of anything for AoE recovery. Gleaming Emerald. So you have a couple gemstones, and they're very expensive. Broken Kalimba. It inflicts stun to all enemies. No, not the Kalimba! Sandwich Sake. If you know, you know. If you know what this is a reference to, you know exactly why this gives you a hack of the match down. Or, you know, a buff and debuff. It should be more debuffs, really, but, you know. If I recall, Crony did this. Right? If I recall, Crony did make a sandwich sake. Which, why? What is wrong with Crony? ASMR recording, inflicts sleep on all enemies, is what it is. Bejeweled Candy gives you a whole bunch of buffs. Defense up, max defense up, and elemental resist up to one ally. Bejeweled Candy is a reference to Bijou, obviously. And then Ollie Salty Sushi, it removes all buffs from one enemy. Why does Ollie Salty Sushi do this? Why not? GWS Pills? if you don't know what GWS means, it means get well soon. I should have went with GSH, which is get some help, which is our acronym. You hear this a lot from Kyla. I don't know if anyone else says it outside of Kyla, but Kyla says this so much. It does a random effect. Pecker a carrot, we saw, and that's all the items that she has. Alright, we're gonna save. It's funny, it's like, also, why is there a door in a cave? Exactly, like, why is there a giant door in a cave? Mermaid just asking a real question, like, there's a giant cave, or a giant door here. Ah, yes, this is a lockism right here. Honestly, I think Fauna probably would do something like this. I feel like Fauna would do something like that. Alright, so I'm gonna go south first. You're not Husker Green. Green is bad. And you see that guy? We want that guy. Mysterious metal. I put your hollow point. This is an emerald golem. So... oh, I don't have it. Wait, what? Hold on. Why do I not have it? Give me a second. I am gonna go here real quick. I didn't screw something up, did I? I'm making sure I didn't screw something up. Oh no, okay, it's fine. It's fine. I thought I didn't give her an ability. You know what? You're gonna target Mume. Mume is gonna guard. Ow. Hey, counter, but it's physically resistant. There we go. So, that was Emerald Golem. It's physically resistant. Don't worry, we will run into other golems soon. Found Emerald. So, ouch! I stepped on it. Oh, you see him? Did you see him? He's right over there. Power Naho, because, you know, of course, if you're wondering what the Naho's all about, blame Fuwawa and Mokoko. The Naho bit is from them, so it gives you 50% all stats for the Flick's countdown. So you get like 3 or 5 turns before you're knocked out. And here are the enemies. There's the Emerald Golem. This is kind of nasty. Ha! Ow. I am going to... burn all of you. You're still alive. My MP! MP! You're still alive? How many, I mean, I have 100, or 100. I have a few. Let me just give you that. Okay, we have an Earth Elemental and a Slime. Earth Elemental and a Slime. Good. Holy? Holy? Don't be holying me! Ow. A slime just used holy on me. How dare you? Oh, I'm about to level up as Fauna. That would be nice. Ow! I don't think there's any... I don't think there's any shiny things. Also, yes, there are skeletons. What do we get? Sparkling... Oh. So, here's a question. I'm gonna let you guys pick. The Sparkling Ring. Reduces MP cost by 25%. Who should we give it to? Should we give it to Fauna? Or should we give it to Mume? Who do you think we should give it to? Who would you say deserves the Sparkling Ring? Anyone have any suggestions? Honestly, you know what? I'll just give it to Fauna. Fauna's throwing all the spells anyways. I need to put dialogue on that wall, because that wall does have something. Alright, so now it's Mume. Oh no, it does 2 hits at level 1. Okay. It does do 2 hits. I don't have enough, but it should be enough to just do this. There we go. Level up! And there we go. No bowed background. I think you know what? I think no bowed background works fine. I thought of making a bowed background like a stage, you know? Like you're fighting on an idol stage or something. But you know what? I think this works fine for the game. I got a ruby. Oh, hello. I was looking at that chest. I didn't realize there was a mysterious metal here. So I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna go all the way back to Fauna's cottage and heal. Because there's no reason for me to use items right now. And you know, Fauna's cottage is pretty free. Also, I want to get some of the items out here, too. The enemies are not a threat out here, so, I mean, you know. Might as well do this while I'm here. Get out of the way! Get out of the way! Get out of the way! Why are you here, bear? Moonmate, please. Moon, please. Why are you missing? Get out of the way. Thank you. Death's wine. Ooh, okay, free Death's wine. What do we get here? Mana salad. And you can sell items if you don't really want them. That's a goat. Sandwich steak. Oh yeah! I just saw it. Did you see it? It's a little hidden. Oh, that was easy. It's a little bit hidden. But it's right here. Did you see it? It gives you a little bit of a hint with this saddle. So this is supposed to be called Nemu's Grove. And this is where you get a world tree fragment. I don't think Fauna would really care if Nemu was there or not. So I do need to, like, add dialogue here that, if you get overworld tree fragments to come here. Because there's nothing that tells you where to use the world tree fragments. Because it is a key item. I mean, it does, it tells you something here, but it doesn't tell you where to use it. You're supposed to use, go here. That's a raccoon. That is a tiger. Why is there a tiger in the forest? Are there tigers in forests? There are, right? And now Fauna's gonna go to bed with Mume. Ah. Fauna and Mume sleeping in the same bed. Don't take that out of context, you know? Do not take that out of context. I'm going the wrong way. Alright, so we're just gonna destroy all these enemies. We're fully healed up. There is a reason to go north in that hallway in the forest caverns. We won't be going there because there are items to be had. I think that's a fox. Fox? Die. You would think that Mume would be doing a lot more damage, but like, physical attacks are kinda not, well, I mean, to be fair, Fauna has 54 magic, and Mume has 35 attacks, so Fauna's doing a lot more because she has the Fauna plushie on. We'll be going up there in a second. Let's go over here and grab the goods. And it might get Mume a level. Do you see him? We want that. We also want this chest. That's a nice chest. It's a gleaming emerald, 100 MP restoration. So in each area of the game, you will find at least one Kirin. This is supposed to be a Kirin. Each Kirin will have a world tree fragment. There is a climbing animation, but it's just you know, facing the ladder, going up and down the ladder. You die. Ow. Ow. Oh god, you're poisoned, Mume. How dare you? I'm sorry, Moon. Ow. Ah! Ow. The Mume is poisoned! The thing is, ladders usually aren't long enough for me to do that. I'm wise. Let me go ahead and get rid of the poison. Poison does stay after battles. So, I'm wise. Is your scan/Libra, so you get a look at your enemy stats, their elemental resist, and all of that stuff. And if it's on an enemy who has not revealed their HP bar, I'll reveal it. So that's nice for boss fights. if you want to see their HP. Raven's Feather. I wonder whose feather this belongs to. So this gives you 20 speed. Makes your physical attacks wind elemental. Gives you 50% earth resist and immune to slow. I am using Yamfly. Whole action for remote height target instead of target action. I don't know if that's part of the plugins I have for Yamfly. Honestly, I'm not sure if that's part of the plugin I have for Yamfly or not. Because I'm not using every single Yamfly plugin, mind you. I just don't remember which, I don't remember... I mean, which plugin is that in? Oh, that did, like, no damage. Action sequence 1 and 2. I do have that. Can I do it just by using whole action and nothing else? It's not gonna, like, bug anything up. Again, to be fair, the ladders usually aren't very long in here, too, so that's why that doesn't happen. Green. Red. I am going to heal using Fauna. And I am going to save. I mean, that's not hard to do, but I mean, all I would have to do is just click the whole action tag, right? I wouldn't have to do anything else. Keep in mind, too, Fauna's skills are unique. In fact, her skills are the only one that lets you target one or all. Nobody else does this but Fauna. I may give that a try. You know, that is a good question. Couldn't you have found any regular ruby and emerald? I mean... Oh, okay. Okay. Also, here's that pun. Here's that pun. You're gonna get a lot of Eno puns in this game. So the dungeons themselves are not super long. There's a couple long dungeons in this game, but they're more towards the end of the game. The dungeons I try to keep not super long. Because, you know, we don't need a repeat of Ho-Ho Fantasy with its friggin' dungeons. That's why. Really? You're gonna make me fight here? I mean, I don't have to fight, but, you know. Ow. Ow. Message plugin? I don't know if I have that one. Not sure if I have that one. Dark. Ow. Why are you picking on Mume? What did Mume do to you? I mean, I have the run chance actually modified, because you can actually modify the run chance, so I forgot how I modified it, but it is different. It is actually different. So it's a lot easier to run than you think it is. Message core? Is that a free one, or... I don't think I have message core. This fight's gonna be rough. I'm gonna switch this off of Mume, and I'm gonna give this a Fauna. Huh. Yeah, we're gonna switch it over, and I'm gonna give you, Sparkling Ring. No! If you fail one attempt, you still get to use it on the next party member. It does not fail the higher attempt. Each party member has a chance to use the run command. If it fails, it increases the chances of running by 10%, I believe. So the next party member afterwards has a 10% more chance than the last one. And so on and so forth. So I did change that. Ina is having a very bad day. Everything, doors are randomly closing on her. Caves are caving in. Yes, this is the best I can do with caving. Also, you see a chest. I wonder what that means. Right-ho. So, does this song sound familiar? You'll understand what the start of that song sounded like here in a little bit. Ina got bullied. And it's a VTuber. So the VTuber sprite is not done by, it does, it, it's not done by Nose. VTuber sprite was done by J-Star. So this is one of the more, customized sprites. I think, Hexioum had stuff on the sprite. No, D? Or did... No, J-Star might have, fixed it up. I don't remember. But, I think Hexioum updated the, portrait here. Which is a very nice portrait. It fits very well with, the other portraits. Again, a lobster through a rock. A lobster through a rock! It's not any normal lobster, guys. Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you understand why the song is a bit the way it is? Big guys, 52s? I don't know what you mean. That's only a rock lobster, though. Only a rock lobster. Also, this is the boss theme. So this is the first actual boss. Oh no, not slow. Thank you for countering, Mume. I'm wise. So this is what happens when you do this. You get all these stats. Ah! Yes, it's based on the song Rock Lobster. Because, you know, Fauna loved singing the Rock Lobster song. So I'm like, you know what? Rock Lobster it is. So this is so, you know, okay, it has higher defense than magic defense. It has higher attack and magic attack and all of that. It also gives you all of this. And These will always automatically update whenever something happens, I believe. So now we know it has HP. I kind of wish that the Hexioum, the HP bar wasn't, you know, taken away. Alright, Mume, you're just gonna... Can you do damage? You can do some damage. Ah! So you can just regular hack away from this fight. Uh-oh. Luckily, Mume's getting her 30% proc in. Oh, and if you're wondering about, can you refresh buffs while there's buffs still out? This is something that Ho-Ho Fantasy could not do. The answer is yes. It will automatically refresh. So you can refresh buffs while they're still active. Unlike Ho-Ho Fantasy where you have to wait for buff to run out. Is it? I wasn't sure on how to do that, honestly. I do believe I'm using a plugin for it. I don't remember. No, I'm using something for it. I forget what I'm using. Custom metadata tags. I don't know how to do that off the top of my head. Mume! Mume, you beast! Mume's just don't do that. Mume is just dodging like a champ. Ow! And that's why you want to be careful with that, because Mume's squishy. So, do you like unwinnable boss fights, by the way? When he gets a yellow HP, he will run away. That automatically happens the moment he gets below 25% HP. That is one very mobile lobster, being able to just jump away. And the enemy's note section, just add something like flavor. You know, I will give that a try. You may have to show me that. Maybe like you can show it here if it's at, but also tell me about the stuff in the comment section too, because that's gonna be good for me to know. We'll be back for that chest in a little while. So, this place was a bust. Yeah, just put it in, like, the, comment section of the pod. Hopefully it doesn't flag it as, like, as spam, but it shouldn't, I don't think. Oh! It doesn't make you leave immediately. I think I did that so you could get this mysterious metal. And I think random encounters are not turned off. Ah! Another X-line soccer description. For like dialogue boxes. I think the reason I also did this was because it's not that far away to get back to Fauna's place. So it's like, you know what? I'll let you go back so you get items and stuff along the way and all of that. Okay, Fauna. Just destroy that poor fairy. Fauna's like, no fairies. I will destroy it. Alright, so, she is still unconscious. Get sleeping like a rock. And Eno puns. Gotta love the Eno puns. Also, technically B2 is rock, right? So how would the rock hurt a rock? I mean, I guess getting hit in the head by anything would still hurt even if you're a rock. I mean, I guess. Also, hi. Thank you for just, you know, busting through the ceiling. Hope has descended. Right through your ceiling. You don't need that ceiling. Who needs a ceiling? Just, yep. Also, that's a very glassy sounding ceiling. I love the iris portrait too. It's very good. Like, I don't think he's been here, no. So yeah, if you don't know, there is a male counterpart to each of the councilors members. That was done as an April Fool's prank joke for a couple of years. So Iric is basically male Iris. And they're basically like related in some way to, you know, their normal counterparts. No, not the clock and rat. Anything but them. Give me a second, if you will. Had to readjust your hearing aids. Peek around the corner. Look around. Give me a second. What's going on? There we go. Apologies. The lake. Hey look, it's snail. Also, if you're wondering why you see ooh a lot, that's a common fauna thing. She oohs a lot. She really does, like so much oohing. Someone's suspicious. Suspicious. Someone's being around the bus. Someone just oog. Someone just gave themselves away. Also, I don't have sprites for these, so they use default RPG Maker MV sprites, so, you know, and portraits. So yeah, they're not gonna fit quite well with the rest of them. Like, yeah, that's only Fawn. That's only Fawn, you know. Look, I had to work with what I had, okay? Yes, because bananas and wrenches are always the most dreadful of traps. Always the most dreadful. Ooh la la. Let's get rough with the guy, shall we? Hey look, everyone's awake. How did they know what was going on? Who knows? Maybe they knew that Fauna wasn't inside. Maybe they heard them honking outside. Maybe they looked out the window. Because, you know, the window's probably facing that way from her room. $10,000 is a very long time. I mean, it's a very long time, but when you really think about it, is it really that long for, you know, a Kieran? It's probably not that long. I mean, they're both like 4 billion years old. Or something like that. 4.6 billion. They're as old as the Earth, so, you know. So you get a couple more party members right now. Also, I don't have a Fawn battle sprite, so it's using the Fauna sprite, but sized up. So why don't we take a look at the Bijou and the Iris? So you see Bijou's HP is massive. She has a crap ton of HP. She has a crap ton of defense. She has good magic. But, as you can see, she's slow. She's super, super slow compared to everyone else. She's got okay luck. And Iris is pretty balanced with magic and attack, as you can see. Slow people. She's got decent speed. She's got the second best max defense. But as you can see, her defense is she has like no defense. Fauna has less defense and attack because of the Fauna plushie. So she actually has more than Iris. Iris has like no defense. If she gets hugs, well, Fauna has the accessory that's reducing her attack defense on. Iris is just that way. Alright, so, Fawn. Fawn is gonna be a thing. He has 30% evasion and magic evasion, so... And he has... Oh, he has higher magic defense than defense. He is weak to fire. And... Iris is dead. Typical Iris. Typical Iris. So Pichu. She has an AoE HP restore. And a hack buff. And if you couldn't guess, she's your actual Hank. She draws attacks herself much like Mumega and reduces damage she takes by 33%. So you kind of want to use Pichu here. He'll be Hanking. Get up, Iris! Get back up! Nice dodge. I do need to use that one action plugin because this is a thing that happens all the time here. Open air. Iris, please. Iris, please. Iris, please. Iris, please. Iris, please. I'm gonna headbutt you. Oh, I stunned him. Oh god, I actually stunned him. That's really good. So, fun fact. Most bosses are not immune to status effects. So, you see, Iris has two different skill sets, Song and Nephilim. Song is for songs. They all do various effects. Caesar of Despair will do damage each turn. The enemy hates equals to Iris's luck times 8. So if you want this to do a lot of damage, work on Iris's luck stat. And Nephilim is just generic stuff. So you have Nephilim Beam. This was added much later after the Promise, when Promise did their group song. So it does non-elemental max damage in proportion to the amount of MP spent. And it reduces her max MP to 0 for 3 turns. It has a big charge though. This makes her do a jump, basically. And then AoE light and AoE dark. I'm gonna try a nuke. And here's the thing about Pichu. You'll notice with Pichu, you can target a character with a hack. Pichu's hack command is unique in that instead of doing damage to the enemy, it does buffs and stuff to your allies. So her regular attack by default will restore HP by 30% to one ally. It's very nice. I'm gonna headbutt you. Stay that way. I'm gonna dunk on. Cool dunk on. Very good dunk on. Yes, it's because her physical attack is so low. But as you can see, it's stun locking him. Dunk on. Good dunk on. So you can effectively, well, here's the thing about Fawn. He's also weak to being stunned. So if you use Fauna, you have to sacrifice Fauna's damage for this, but you can stun lock him. Gone Julio. Oh god. Oh god. He has used for Don Julio. Not Don Julio. He's got all the buffs. Did he have blind? He is blind. He reflected it because he has reflect. Iris. 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 There's a lot of stuff he has. Reflecting the magic because it's magic based. Right. And it's unusable for the rest of the fight now. Great. Alright, fine. Fine. Get headbutted. Or miss. Just miss. Just miss. There we go. There we go. Let's heal you up. Your skill's done. I can't do anything because you have reflect on skill. Never mind. Why is everyone missing? Caesar of Despair. Oh, you were weak at that because you had, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I'm actually gonna die. Because I screwed up. You know what? Now's the time. Are you under silence? You're under silence, aren't you? Okay. That's on 4 turns. This is a rough first fight. This is actually a rough first fight. I wonder if I should readjust this. Maybe I need to readjust this fight. I'm gonna focus on Mume. Very good. Very good. I'm gonna heal everyone. It probably didn't help I didn't, use, he does have a lot of HP. 3,000 HP might be at human. It doesn't help that he has like 30% evasion, or is it 25% evasion, magic evasion on top of that. Get healed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buff everyone's... Well, Iris isn't going to get that, but that's fine. Doggone! I can do as much as I'd like. That's bad. Not the Don Julio again! Oh, nice crit. You're still reflecting for one more turn. Still reflecting for one more turn. Um... Yeah, I'm probably gonna reduce the age speed because he does give like a bunch of buffs to himself. Let me take a look at what he does. I'm gonna look at the database real quick. So I'm gonna tell you what he does. If I can find him real fast. That is... Where's that at? Oh, he has 20% evade and magic evade. Also, his stats are lowered because I believe, yeah, it scales his stats. He is 200% weak to stun. So let me see if I can find this real quick. Okay, so it's the Kirin's Persuasion that gives him Protect, Cell, Reflect, and Elemental Resist up. Don Julio that gives him the stat buffs, as well as Haste and Blind. He has an Earth Elemental attack that inflicts stun at 25% of all people. Wind attack that removes regen, MP regen, and inflicts silence. Single target ice that inflicts freeze. Let me make sure that again he has single target fire that does deep attack, D-cell sap. And restores HP to one ally. There's no way to actually know. No. I'm not sure how to convey that. I want to convey that, but I'm not sure how to. Oh. I was like, why am I stuck here? I'm gonna give this to you. I am going to attack. There we go. There we go. All right. I'm gonna give this to you. That's still not ready. Let me get rid of that. I don't need that. I got missed. That's great. That's not great. Alright, alright. There we go. Let's use Blaze and Ruby to give everyone a pack up. You still have Reflect. Ashes of Pompeii. And of course that misses. Caesar Despair. Thank you. Not good. Maybe. That would probably be a good idea. I might need to hone down the damage too on his skills. I might need to do that. Who's doing this? We're gonna give it to Iris. Oh! Thank you, Caesar Despair. Thank you. Throw that at me on Discord, if you will, so I remember to do that. That fight is rough to start with. Flashbang. She can't see hockey. If you're wondering why it's that way, she says that all the time on her stream. Thank you. A flashbang. I mean, you know, maybe he, you know, used Kieran magic. I mean, I'm sure Kieran's can flashbang you. Yes, where, who, what? Orb! Well, this is what happens when you get curious. Yes, this is what happens when you get curious. Iris is just confused. She's just like, we don't know where it's going. We don't know what it is. Why is everyone, like, why? I would be confused too. Music Go-Go? Music Go-Go? Music Go-Go? I'm feeling... Excuse me. I couldn't stop it in time. I couldn't stop it in time. So this was just an excuse for me not having to do a world map. I'm like, you know, do I really want to do a world map? Because the last time I did a world map, it was bad. It was really awful. I don't want to deal with a world map again. So I did this. Portals. Now I'm thinking with portals. This is probably gonna trigger people. This is probably gonna make people sad hearing this. So, B2, stroke against Earth, wait a win. Iris is the best character in terms of resist. Iris just has no elemental weakness and resists both light and darkness. Iris is kinda good in terms of resist. Yeah, it's not a globe-spanning travel story. So, B2's weapons won't tell you what they do, what the attack command will do. And this is what I meant with some weapons tells you what attack would do. The song. Guys, the song is making me sad right now. This song is actually making me sad. For those who don't know, this song playing right now is, I believe, the original outro for Fauna's stream. Fauna scores in Montana. Maybe. Perhaps. But yeah, Iris's weapons are unique and they will always do this effect that you see. Her regular attack will attack all enemies for magic damage. So, in that vein, Iris is very good for group fights. As long as, you know, the enemy doesn't reflect magic or resist magic. So Iris, very good against groups. Fauna, very good against single targets with lower magic defense. Mume, very good against targets with lower defense. V2 is not really there to attack the enemy. And this will just send you back here. So we got a couple things we're gonna do first before we call it a stream. We're gonna have Fauna, Mume, V2, and Iris all sleep in the same bed. So there's a couple items we're gonna get. One of them, I need to like do something with earlier in the game because you're not gonna know about it. We're gonna go back to the forest caverns because you can only get this when you have VTuber. So after doing all of this, you can go back here, and if you recall, there was a wall guy said that we have to check later, which is over here. So there's this wall over here. You see it sparkling now. I'm probably going to put a sparkle spot here earlier. I can make it so that you need V2. So there's the V2 plushie. What does that do? 25% Earth Resist, 25% Wind Weakness, prevents all stat debuffs, so attack down, magic down, defense down, magic defense down, evade down, accuracy down, D-Earth and D-Water. So it's very good for status immunity. As you can see, it also gives you a crap ton of HP. It gives you a lot, it gives you 40 defense, but it hates your accuracy. It super hates your your speed. So, you see how much speed it decreases by? It gives you minus 40 speed. These plushies are kind of like a facsimile of the original. So Fauna is more based off Fauna to a degree. V2, more based on V2. I believe it gives you, oh, it gives you double HP is what it does. It gives you double HP. I think it's one of the only items that gives you double HP. Wow, yeah, I did make it give double HP, didn't I? I think I did that because you have, like, no speed whatsoever. I'm not sure if that's a good trade-off, though. Like, balancing the plushies out to feel like the original character without being OP is kind of really hard. Not gonna lie. Damn! One hit, Fauna? And the plushies are all in hidden locations, too, so they're not supposed to be easy to find. By any stretch of the imagination, they're not supposed to be easy to find. Like that one you have to know to come back with V2, which the game never tells you. No. You know what? You can just heal Iris. And as you can see, B2's one level higher than everyone else. Why? I don't know. I'm not sure why B2 is level 8. I mean, it's very easy to get to level 8. It's not hard. Like, you can do a little bit of grinding in the forest caverns if you really, really wanted to. So I'm going back inside the forest because remember the Carbuncle Lake? The Carbuncle Lake, Fauna's like, oh, you want us to bring someone here? Wow, that sure is a wolf. That was a wolf, guys. We just fought a wolf. Yes, because no default RPG make a wolf. So the wolf turned out to be a slime. So, since we have B2, this is also for B2. An Emerald Tiara. Everyone gets at most 2 turns per round. Unless an ability gives you like, CTB charge plus 50%. Which is what haste does. So, haste gives you more actions. But for the most part, agility gives you, just determines speed order. So, this was a new weapon for Bijou. So now, her regular attack will restore 30% max MP to one ally. I usually keep this on Bijou the entire game. Okay, so agility determines the turn order. But you can only get 2 turns max per character normally. Unless an ability gives you, like, charge speed plus 50%. Meaning you get 50% to your turn order. It's hard for me to put in actual words. Like, the haste guys gives you 50% speed for your turn order. Look, I don't know, I don't understand the intricacies of the CTB system. Okay, I'll just put it that way. I don't understand how the CTB system actually works. I'm not that familiar with it. Is that a better answer? I am using a CTB system. Alright, so this is supposed to be the council temple. These are supposed to be statues. I didn't grayscale these. I gotta grayscale them. But, you know. You cannot do anything with these. That's where the flavor X is supposed to go. Oh, there was a mysterious metal there. The door is sealed. But yeah, there's supposed to be flavor hats. I never got around doing flavor hats. So we'll be in this in a second. Let's go over here. So, this is another character that I don't have a sprite for or face portrait. I'm gonna need one of those later. It's supposed to be Kyla. It does matter because agility does still affect, it does give you more turns the higher your agility is. But at the max, you get like 2 turns without some way of increasing your CTB charge, which some abilities do and some things do. But I think it still goes off of agility, I'm not sure. So originally there was no dialogue here. I added this in later because I'm like, man, it's weird just come in here and be like, okay, hi Kyla. You know? So I want to have some kind of interaction with Kyla and introduce Kyla, you know? And I did this just so, you know, save time. I will sell you things. And other things. Other things. Because if I recall, I actually don't remember much about Kyla. I know some about Kyla, but not that much. I'm actually interested in watching some of her streams, but I don't know when Kyla actually streams. I know she streams for like 12 hours. She's a very endurance streamer. You know, she likes to do very, very long streams. So here's her song. And you remember those mysterious medals? So the mysterious medals are for her. We got a Wakame heart. Do I have enough for another one? I don't have enough. What am I missing? It doesn't use it from your menu. So I know I still need at least one. I'm missing one somewhere for the next item. So the Wakame harp. I feel like I should give it to you. It gives you 25% max MP and immunity to sleep. So it's a very, very useful accessory. Do I want to give it a Fauna? I think I'll give it a Fauna, and I will... You know what? I should probably give Bijou some speed. That might actually be good. Yeah, we'll do that. So you can buy items. The items, I think, are almost the same as Ollie's. There's more items that show up here as the game progresses. So always check the item shop. I have no death line. I have 2,300 hollow coin. You can also buy accessories. So these do upgrade, or you get more in the shop as the game progresses. So attack 10, defense 20, magic 10, magic defense 20. And then you get this, which is HP plus 500, and you take 20% less damage from magic. It's very expensive. It's a very nice accessory, but it's very expensive, especially this early on. Eye tracker, your accuracy is set to 100%, but it doesn't affect evasion chances. What it means by accuracy set to 100% is it sets your skills to 100% accuracy, I believe. Also, it gives you counter plus 20%. So if you're having trouble with your hats hitting, the eye tracker is supposed to help with that. However, it doesn't affect your target evading. Poison Charm, Poison Bleed, Mana Bleed, Prevention, Prevent Silence, Disable. That's all she has right now. I kinda want to get some Death Line. At least a couple of those. I'm not sure what accessories I want. I could get 3. Fauna doesn't really need this, because it would be good for Iris. But Iris has, like, crap defense, so maybe getting one of these for Iris would be a good idea. I'll buy one of these. And I should probably get this for, Mume. Honestly, 20 defense probably isn't bad for most people. This would be good for, B2. And I'll get a power glove for Mume. And B2 will get the, max defense one. That way she's got even defense and max defense. And Iris will get defense. So these accessories are very nice. In fact, they cover a whole bunch of weaknesses. Now, I am going to go save my game. And we are going to end this with a special little thing. I am not going to win this fight. I guarantee it. Because you saw this other portal. You see this portal. It goes to a special place. This is supposed to be an idol stage. You see a couple people. This is a special place. You can challenge Wakame, or challenge Lammy of Glare. This is very hard to do, but it is possible to do immediately, just very, very difficult. I would wait a little bit, but, you do have a Wakame heart. But you're not really going to be hacking. The one who needs that is you. And I'll give you that. Let's see if I can fight Wakame. We have a Wakame. These are special fights. They're meant to be challenging. Wakame has a gimmick to her, and you'll see it here immediately. So, you'll notice she used Wakame Lullaby. What this means is, when you attack her with a physical attack, that person will be put to sleep. So, if you attack with Mume, and she doesn't have sleep immunity, she gets put to sleep. Let us increase attack. Forest Fire. You're gonna Caesar Despair. You're gonna, Hotsagao. Look, that's not, yeah, for evasion. Or, you know, you could just kill Mume. Draw an axe. Let's revive Mume. She's probably gonna die again, but, heal Mume. Yeah, Mume's just in trouble. Heal MP. I think Mume's just gonna be dead. Ouch. Break can and flip petrified, by the way, so watch out for that. I am going to use a regular attack. Does she have higher max defense? I think she did, right? Ouch. Thank you, Bijou. So, I'm gonna go with Ascending Hope. Oh no. Cloudy Sheep is supposed to do something. I don't know what. I forget. I forgot. Thank you for waking her up. I was about to say, I just put Iris to sleep. Oh! So, Watame has a chance to evade and counter. I forgot all about that. Ouch. Let's get Mume back up. Can I use Caesar of Despair? No. I am gonna heal Mume. You cannot heal. Restore your MP. That's a dead Iris. Gone. Very good, gone. So as you can see, this fight is doable right now. Yeah. I just don't have sprites for everyone is the problem. Oh no, she evaded. Uh-oh. If I had like an idol stage, that would be great. I don't have an idol stage for a background. Live, Iris, live! Ow! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! You're bye! You put Fauna asleep. Fauna lives. Yeah, don't have to with everyone. Oh no. Iris is gonna die. Yep, Iris is dead. Good thing that the revive is free, even if it's 1 HP. Weird.png. You can never go wrong with weird.png, ever. Oh, because Iris died, I got wasted. That hurts. So you can see what the gimmick of this fight is. It's kind of rough. And that's just this fight. We haven't got to the actual hard one. I mean, I used it enough in Ho-Ho Fantasy. I just realized that Mume died again. Mume, can you stop dying, please? Mume, please stop dying. Yep. Oh my god, Mume! Mume, please! Oh no! Ow! Oh, what? Amaze gonna get hurt before Fauna. I'm alive! Alright, so she can counter magic hacks. Oh, good God, she can counter that. So there is a reason for doing these fights, by the way. There's a very big reason for... Did you just put Bijou to sleep? Why would you do that? Why would you put Bijou asleep? Yay, Bijou's awake! Thank you for not doing your thing. That would have really sucked if you countered right then. Pet Rock is taking a nap. Mume's just forever dead. Oh my god! You got... The Rock is asleep again. Hungry's... Oh no! She's below 25% H or a 50% HP. So now she's gonna start draining... she's gonna start healing herself whenever she does damage. Why is everything missing on her? Thank you. You get damage. And now Iris is probably gonna die. Iris is dead. Iris has died. Oh god. And Bijou's asleep. Ouch. And now you're asleep. This is going like, oh my god, the evasion. Ouch. The evasion is just maddening. Alright, so let's get you back alive. Just so I have someone, you know, to do stuff with. It just means she's gonna heal more. Oh! Oh, everyone's asleep. This evasion is kinda aggravating. Just a little bit. It's funny because I think I gave her some evasion too. You know what? I'm just gonna do it this way. It's just gonna be Fauna to Bijou. They're just gonna, you know, they're just gonna do it. It's less healing for Wakame and more damage for me. I think this is the strat I need to do here. It's a silly strat, but you know, whatever works, right? This is dangerous. You die. You die. Sorry, Moomate Iris, you're kind of just, you know, just gonna stay where you're at. I can't believe this is a strategy. Normally I try to do this with everyone alive, but this just works even better. Go with 2 people. Fauna and Bijou are like the best ones to go with here. As long as, you know, you don't do anything dumb. Like, not heal like I did. Before making Fauna take an action, because that might happen. That might happen. Oh god. I probably should put the Watame Harp on Bijou. We're trying. We're trying to win. We are trying so hard to win this fight. Ow. Oh no. Ouch. It's doable. It's still very doable. It's just that Fauna needs to stop missing. Ow. Let's heal before doing anything. Ow. Come on. Don't miss. That accuracy, I swear. That accuracy is something else. That evasion, dude! That evasion is so aggravating! Stop it! What? I mean, did nothing wrong, apparently. Well, MA has done nothing wrong. I'm gonna have unerism. Oh, why did you put her to sleep? Wake up, Fauna. You got this, Fauna. You're the one who has to do all the damage because Mume and Iris, they can't live long enough. Well, at least you didn't counter me. And good thing that I gave Bijou the, plus 20 max defense. Bro! Are you kidding me? Look at this evasion! I cannot believe what am I right now. You know what? We are gonna bring Iris back. I need Iris. There we go. I need Caesar Despair. Yeah, see, Caesar Despair is really good. I'm gonna heal everyone. Caesar Despair is such a good move. It really is. I am going to heal your MP. Now the question is, can I keep Iris alive? Iris needs to live for that to, you know, kick in good. He'll get over character portraits. Yeah, I don't think there's a way of making damage appear over characters. If there is, that would be really nice to know. That'd be very nice to know. Oh my god, you're almost dead. Three more turns. Thank you for blocking that. I am gonna miss a little bit of the stream, but it's whatever. Alright, alright. You're asleep. That's bad. Ah! Iris! Iris! No! No, Iris! Iris! Why would you do this to me, Iris? Why would you do this to me, Iris? Alright, Iris, you need that Ceres of Despair to kill. Yeah! Oh my god, dude! Ceres of Despair is very good, but if Iris dies, Ceres of Despair does end prematurely, so... Iris is very good, but she's very hard to keep alive. So this is how you get your collabs. Collabs are very, very strong. They give you a whole bunch of stats. Stat buffs and stat debuffs. So each collab has their own thing. This is where your stats are really going to come from. They also give you a whole bunch of other things. Watame here gives you, makes your Earth Act, your physical act Earth Elemental. Gives you 50% Earth Resist, 50% Fire Weakness. Your attacks will have a 30% chance of inflicting sleep, and you will always evade being hit by criticals. You will never get crit. However, you will be hard hit more often with Watame on. So there's a whole bunch of good stuff, and there's a whole bunch of bad stuff. It depends on the collab. So Watame's not bad. And honestly, Watame might be better on... Well, I don't want to put it on Moonmake, that's gonna nerf her damage. Honestly, it might be better on... Bijou. I mean, you do lose, like, a good chunk of your MP. Is it always 25 MP? It is 25 MP. I mean, it does make Bijou very physically hanky. I don't know if I want to use the Watame at the moment. So this one, as you could guess, is two of them. what do you get for this? 2 of them. But that one is a challenge. Also, any items used, you do not get them back, so be careful with the items you use. Okay, I'm gonna save the game. And then I'm going to call it a day because Nimmy is streaming and I would like to catch her stream. So we got through the tutorial dungeon and the first actual dungeon. So you got a good look. For those of you who don't want the rest of the game spoiled, this is a good look at the game, I think. So, how do I want to title these streams? That's a good question. How do I want to title these streams? I don't know. I'm gonna save the game. And I will say until next time, everyone. Whatever that may be. We will be back this game on Monday. So, tomorrow, we are going to be doing probably the rest of Metal Gear Solid 5. Saturday is going to be the Void Debts, which is going to be an in-depth look at Final Fantasy 2. Sunday, we'll be doing Antimony of Common Flowers, the next Ho-Ho game. I guess that can work. We'll be back to this game on Monday. Tuesday, we will see if Metal Gear Solid 5 is still around. If Metal Gear Solid 5 is not around, we will probably jump into the next long game, whatever that may be. And then Wednesday is probably going to be Skullgirls or, Rabbit. Which, I don't know what Rabbit's all about. Anyways, I will catch you guys next time, whatever that may be. Catch you on the flip side of the void. I cannot believe I managed to win against Watame. That was clutch. Iris came in clutch at the end. After, almost making me die. Alright, I'll catch you guys next time. Have a great day.